Hello again, and welcome to the 10 a.m. hour on this Tuesday, the 17th, St. Patrick's Day, which, as I mentioned this morning, I completely forgot about when we were doing our show prep. And we're going to jump back in here in our town meeting hour to share with you this just released document from Cordova Prepared and the city and Elanca Community Health Center and Cordova Community Medical Center. All these agencies that have been working together to provide unified information, which again, something we have a lot of respect for, you know, Cordova's ongoing approach to handle things that way. And this is in addition to the broader information that we were able to share on the show yesterday. This is not going to be as long, incidentally, an engagement as yesterday's program. I want to remind you that if you didn't hear the town meeting show yesterday, it's on our YouTube channel created by Robbie. It's youtube.com/Cordova TV. We decided to start releasing our archive of these programs that way because it doesn't require any sort of special player or anything. It's very compatible with pretty much any device. And you can hear, again, that broader program that we did yesterday on that channel. And we'll probably get this one on there, too, if there's time. So this new document, again, coming out from all of those agencies that we mentioned, has the most current information from our emergency folks. And so we'll just read it down here for you. The City of Cordova Emergency Management Organization and its community partners have been closely monitoring the coronavirus or COVID-19 situation and are following best available guidance from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the Alaska Department of Health and Social Services. If you have flu-like illness or respiratory symptoms, things like increased fever, persistent fever that stays above 100.3, and or shortness of breath, please call ahead before coming into a medical facility. This applies to emergency room and clinic visits. Again, the reason that happens, if I can sidebar here for just a second, the reason that's important is so that our medical facilities can prepare properly to protect their workers who, of course, will be needed to serve other folks, whether it has to do with virus or any other medical condition. So by you calling ahead, they can be ready to receive you, take care of you, and also make sure they can take care of other people. So that's an important thing that's come up a number of times as this has evolved here in Cordova. Please call ahead before going into a medical facility. Continuing with the release, in an abundance of caution and in an effort to protect our most vulnerable citizens, the City of Cordova has decided that, effective today, the Cordova Public Library, Cordova Historical Museum and Gallery, Bedarkey Recreation Center, and Bobcorn Memorial Pool will be closed until at least March 30th. City Hall will remain open. However, citizens are urged to follow CDC and DHSS recommendations for self-monitoring and social distancing. That's this idea of staying 6 feet apart whenever you can. All in-person meetings at City Hall are canceled unless absolutely necessary, with the exception of City Council and other emergency management or public safety meetings. There is currently a City Council meeting scheduled for Wednesday, March 18th, at which Cordova's emergency management team will present on local actions currently being taken regarding COVID-19. Citizens are encouraged to watch online via the City of Cordova's YouTube channel. And I would add to that, Robbie is likely to attend this meeting, which means we'll be able to broadcast it for you on Thursday. So that'll be another option for you. The release goes on to say, the senior lunch program at Cordova Community Medical Center has been suspended until further notice. CCMC will continue to provide home-delivered lunches, and seniors who normally eat at the congregate lunch may drive up and receive a takeout meal. Staff will be watching and deliver to your vehicle. That's available Monday to Friday, 12 to 12:30. At this time, CCMC is asking families, friends, and others to help protect the health and safety of our parents, grandparents, and other loved ones. Visitors for long-term care residents will need to make alternative plans to visit with the residents, such as by phone or virtual visits rather than in-person visits. If you have any questions about that, you can call 424-8282. The City of Cordova would like to emphasize at this point, local grocery stores are consistently restocking the shelves, and their supply chain has not been interrupted. Hoarding of supplies is not recommended. Updates, the release says, will be posted regularly on the Cordova Prepared page, City of Cordova website, and there are a number of other links. We're, by the way, going to post the text of this announcement on both of our Facebook pages for KLAM and KCDV. So you can see all of this there, and the links should be clickable, I think, in that. Or if not, you'll see the addresses for them. So that's an announcement that came out yesterday. And again, some of the key takeaways there. Effective today, closure of the library, the museum and gallery, Bedarkey, and the pool, and the senior lunch program, although they have the takeout option. So if you want to read this, we'll put it on our Facebook pages for you. And, of course, do everything that we can to continue to keep you informed as things evolve. And, you know, that reminds me again, obviously, any announcements that we have in the Cordova calendar about things that are coming up, I mean, that's probably going to start to fizzle out pretty quickly because there's been national guidance covering the next 8 weeks or so about, you know, if you've got a gathering of more than 10 people planned, that it really should be canceled or postponed. I don't know if you heard, too, there was a news story that came out, would be Monday night, that University of Alaska is canceling commencement. So, you know, a lot of that kind of thing is going to happen. And so any announcements about things that are coming up, you're going to want to consider those sort of tentative. Let me share in conclusion, though, if I can pull it up here, something that was, and this is not like fact-based, but more sort of an editorial thought regarding all of the social distancing and the hunkering down and that kind of thing. This was something that was shared on Facebook that I thought was really well written by a doctor somewhere. It says, try this perspective shift. Instead of seeing social distancing and travel bans as panic, try seeing them as acts of mass cooperation intended to protect the collective whole. This plan is not about individuals going into hiding. It's a global deep breath, an agreement between humans around the planet to be still in hopes that the biggest wave can pass without engulfing too many of the most vulnerable among us. Pretty good thought, you know, way to think about this. Is not terror and panic, but just as a good idea. So that's the information for this morning. And again, the text of this will get up on the Facebook pages. Want to thank Cordova Wireless Communications for their sponsorship of the town meeting program, which is always done on demand. If you have any ideas for a show, we invite you to share them. Cordova Wireless, your local cell phone provider, providing your local talk program. And again, we hope to get this on the Cordova TV YouTube channel for you. Get the text on our Facebook pages. We'll get the rest of the 10 a.m. hour programming to you here on KLAM.